All right, and we're back. Back in this place, unfortunately, because if you haven't watched previous episodes, we had this killer house. It was so cool, and now we're back here because I basically died, and yeah, so this is the first ever house, and I'm still trying to find my original house. But yeah, welcome back, and if you're new, then I basically give advice about my life experiences and answer people's questions and try to give the best input I can with the things that I relate to. Quickly before we start this episode off, this is the house. Apparently, the one guy said there was a secret underneath this whole time, and I didn't know. I'm a noob at Minecraft. Like, I haven't played in so long, but apparently there's something under here. Unless he's trolling, then that would be very upsetting. What? There's nothing. He said there's something underneath it. No way. Did he just troll me? Bro, there's nothing under here. Bruh. I think he trolled me. Maybe sometimes you can get lucky or something and just... Okay, well, that was a waste of time. Well, thanks, bro. There's nothing under here. Okay. Today's topic, here's the comment that somebody said. It was on my last video about motivation is for losers. And so I basically talked about how discipline is much better than being motivated. Here's pretty much the gist of it. So the only motivation for me is that I don't want to turn out like other people, and that's why I stream, because I hate the way that people act to me because I have autism. So here's the question for today. Do you have any tips on putting up with getting harassed for being disabled and being bullied? So I'll do my best to answer this question. I myself is not disabled. Also, just a side note, we're going to be trying to find a house, or find my house, and I have to get food because I have no idea where the house is. But I do remember, I think we went, shit, I don't remember which way we went. I used to be bullied, and I got bullied many times from growing up as a little kid to becoming a preteen and just like going through my life. Even as an adult, I was bullied at different times. It's really important to know one thing, is that if somebody is bullying you, it's most likely because they're insecure. Actually, it's not even most likely. It is because they're insecure about something that they're dealing with. And a lot of times it's their own insecurities. And they're just trying to project their own insecurities onto you by making fun of you in different ways to make themselves feel better for what their misfortunes are and who they are. And it's very disrespectful, and nobody should treat anybody like that, ever. It's just horrible that people end up doing that, but it happens. And so that doesn't help you in your case of since you are getting bullied, how to deal with it and how to deal with the people that maybe team up with each other to bully you. I think for me, a lot of times when I was bullied, I ended up talking to somebody. That was the first thing I did, and I opened up to people who I could trust about me getting bullied, and it was people that could actually listen and respond in a good way. And luckily I had my dad there to tell me that. And if you don't have somebody, maybe this video hit you in the right time, and maybe I'm that type of person that could help you with that advice that you never were given. And I'm not saying do the same thing that I did, but this is something my dad told me. And it's a lot of times if somebody is bullying you, and what school teaches you is to go tell the teacher or to go tell somebody about it to get them to stop. But when you do that, a lot of times they're gonna end up calling you out for telling on them, and it's like you ratted them out, so now you are taking the blame for ratting them out. Now not only are you getting bullied, but you're gonna get bullied for telling on them. And it's so annoying, the whole process of everything, because it's like, I just want to be chilling. Like, I didn't do anything wrong, and I get that. But the thing is, just know that whatever you have, if it's a disability, if it's something that you have, like you're overweight or you're really skinny, and I faced both of those during middle school, but just before puberty, I got pretty chunky and I got a little bit fat, not gonna lie, but I got bullied for that. People made fun of me for being overweight and being a little bit bigger than other people because they ended up being skinnier through puberty, and I was just starting out. Okay, so we totally did a full circle. That sucks. But at least we got food. So I think we're going to chill here for tonight. Anyways. Oh, God. I got to go in the house or I'm going to die. For realsies. All right, let's get in here. Yeah, I was getting bullied for those things. Just just being overweight a little bit. And then I went through high school, and I started running a lot during the time when people started saying things about my weight and stuff, because I was insecure about it. I didn't like that people were saying those mean things, and so I tried to do something about it. I ran a lot, and I started hitting puberty, and my metabolism kicked in, and I luckily had that, where then I became very skinny. So skinny to the point I got bullied for that, and then I was called scrawny, which personally I hate way worse than being called fat, because it was like fat you could lose and stuff, but building muscle was super hard at the time, and I was like, damn, scrawny's way worse now. I'm getting bullied for being scrawny. Oh god, this is way worse. And so yeah, I hated that, and I didn't know what to do at different times. Luckily, I had my dad to talk to, and he told me that whenever somebody makes fun of you, again, they're insecure about themselves. It's for no reason of them. Maybe it's something they're dealing with their family. Maybe, and a lot of times that's the issue. It's like maybe they have a really bad family, so they're just trying to take up their pent-up anger on you because of all the disrespect they've been given. And that's what happens with people. A lot of people become very bitter through life, and they become very negative as people. But again, you don't have to deal with that. And this is where my dad gave me the advice to almost bully them back, and not in a way where you have to think of the best comeback ever, but maybe if they do have an insecurity of themselves. And this is something that I know is going to be a little bit controversial, but something that helped me out was making fun of them in some sort of way. And so if somebody was making fun of me for being overweight or being fat, I would honestly make fun of them for something that maybe isn't even true about themselves. For example, there was a kid, and he was shorter than me. Not by a lot, just a little bit. But he called me out on so many things. Called me different names, called me fat, just different things like that. And so I started to call him Oompa Loompa. And basically, when I said, oh yeah, well at least I'm not an Oompa Loompa, and then I started singing the song, the Oompa Loompa song, the Oompa Doompa Doopa Dee Dee. But basically, people started laughing a little bit, and I'm not saying become the bully, but at certain times, you need to be able to stand up for yourself. And so, if that is with a stupid comeback like I said, it made him stop, and he never did it again. And I'm the type of person that is not to continue something like that. I don't want to hurt this guy's feelings, because that's not who I am. I would never do that. But it was hurting me, and it was like, I don't know what to do. And I decided to just stand up for myself that time, and it ended up making it so this guy became one of my friends. Weird enough, but I think just because I stood up for myself, it helped me out. It allowed me to know that people they can't mess with me. But as I've grown older, I've realized that there's other ways to go about it. You don't have to make fun of somebody for something they do, but you can call them out on it. And if you usually do it in a serious way, a lot of times they're going to see, oh, I crossed a line. And so you can call them out by saying, straight up, what are you talking about? You stand up for yourself, and that's where you speak your mind. Tell them how you feel. And you don't have to say it in an emotional way. You're not saying it where you're all choked up with tears and you're about to cry or something. You're just calling them out on their bullshit. You're basically saying, yo, buddy, what are you talking about? And you're telling them, listen, I don't like how you're talking to me in that way. And they might say something stupid like, oh, you really don't like what I'm talking about? And at those times, they're not going to take you that serious. And so I think with that, you have to be like, listen, first tell them to stop. And if they don't stop, you know they crossed the line. And when they cross the line, you don't let them cross the line. That's the point of it. Listen, I am not taking your shit today. And if they are laughing at you for that, that's when then you call them out for something that they have. And if they don't, you don't know what they might be insecure about. Like, for example, if they have a big nose, point it out. Be like, well, at least I don't have a big nose. And it could be something stupid where they don't actually have a big nose, but you create an insecurity for them to now be like, okay, I'm not going to mess with him anymore because he's going to start calling me big nose. And I guess I have a big nose. Do I have a big nose? I don't know if I have a big nose. And a lot of times that helped me out, where I ended up kind of making fun of them for something they didn't have. And again, I know you might not want to hurt them, but sometimes you do have to stand up for yourself and sometimes that might be the best way to do it. Creating a small insecurity about them, and makes it like, okay, if I mess with him and I call him names, he's also gonna call me names. So I don't like that, so I'm not gonna mess with him anymore. And that helped me a lot throughout school. So I started to learn how to come back in different ways with better things to say over time, figuring out things. But I just pointed out small things. The person's a little bit shorter, then called them out for being short. But you don't have to take it. Like I said, you can call them out on what they're doing. And if you have to and they cross the line, make fun of them a little bit. Make fun of them for even saying that. Uh-oh. What the fuck was that? What the hell? What does that mean? Do they know where I am? Is that what it means? Are they like chasing me? We out of here. We out of here. But I think overall, the bullying ends up stopping. And you just need to know who you are as a person. I know it's hard growing up, and if you're younger, maybe you're a teenager, you might not like who you are. But I think working on yourself and trying to become a better version of yourself, constantly, every day, just 1% better in some way. Maybe it's learning, maybe it's going after certain goals, or trying to become somebody who's just a little bit better. For me, at least, what helped was I tried to fix those insecurities, right? If you get upset about somebody saying something about you and making fun of you for something, and maybe it is a disability or something, you kind of need to own it. You kind of need to figure out, how can I actually appreciate this disability? I've seen this comment, it said you have autism. I don't have the right to kind of speak on that because I don't have it myself, but maybe try to look at the pros of the autism that you have and how it can benefit you. Maybe it helps you concentrate. Maybe it helps you see things in a different way that others can't. And that gives you a bit of a superpower, honestly. And so I think you should have to try to figure out what good is in those types of things. For me, my insecurity was my weight. And it was either me being overweight or underweight. And I hated both, and I wanted to fix that. So what I did, and I think that this could even help you, is go to the gym. Try to build a new version of yourself. And if you like how you look on the outside, it's going to help a lot how you feel on the inside. Because you'll see yourself as a stronger person. Regardless of anybody, in any case, I would seriously say, start working out. If that starts with running, then run. If that starts with becoming strong with the weights, definitely get into that. And I would say weightlifting has helped me so much throughout my life of just boosting my confidence in who I was. And that was the thing I struggled with. And it allowed me to be able to start doing comebacks because I respected myself more. I seen who I was, and I loved who I was becoming. So if somebody tried to disrespect me and I almost make fun of my temple, right? What I was building. It's like, who are you to tell me when you look like this, right? Like, they could even be athletic themselves, but it's like, listen, you are just a bad person, so I don't strive to be anything like you. Oh shit. You know what I just realized what this thing is? I can't break blocks. How long does that last for? That sucks. Okay, only a minute. That's fine. I'll deal with it. Can I not run? Okay, I can run. I have no idea where to go, to be honest. I am so lost. I should have had coordinates. Should have looked at it. Should have done it. I know, but I'm an idiot, so it's fine. We'll find it. Psh, I just trust the way, you know? Living by the way. Hey, Boulder Bear. You cool? Yeah, you're pretty cool. Whoa. Chill out. I have no idea where we are, to be honest. Yeah, my advice is a little bit scattered, just like my gameplay. But overall, the fact that you want to make a change on this and you want to try to figure out different ways to get over these people that are being so rude for no reason, I think it's a good step for you because it's allowing you to accept, listen, I don't have to be treated like this. And I think you just got to realize that you really don't have to be treated in that way. That's really cool. Nobody should disrespect you. You shouldn't let anybody do that to you. So for sure, stand up for yourself. Doesn't matter if you're scared. Doesn't matter if your comeback sucks. Just know that those people have no value to your life later on. Especially, they might seem right now like they're so significant and such an impact on you right now. But in the grand scheme of things, you are going to end up being the winner. And they are just going to be these losers who are 40 years old working at a minimum wage job because they couldn't figure out life. and they still live as high school kids, or they still live as just kids in general when they're adults. And it's happened to me. I've had people bully me and stuff, and it's like, I'm like, look at you now, guys. You ended up becoming somebody who I would never strive to be. So know that you are just taking insults from losers. That's honestly what it is. It's just these losers that are trying to project themselves because they're never going to end up where you're going to be in life. And never give up on your goals and your dreams, because you can make them happen. They will become a reality. I'm going to try to make this render chunks. Let's get this far because I have no idea where this shit is. No freaking way. Is that the island? I don't think it is. This looks insane. These trees are huge. This is like massive. What the hell is that? That's cool. Okay, anyways, we're going to keep going. But for you to feel afraid of becoming like those people, and if you do end up becoming like those people, you are not respecting your own self-value. And I think that's the most important thing. Protect that. Protect who you are, and know that whatever hobby you have, keep doing it. Anybody makes fun of it, who cares? I kept going after my goals, and I kept going after my dreams, regardless of what anyone thought of. I got so disrespected. And it's funny because now I get messages from people being like, yo, it's so sick that you're doing this now. And it's like a full circle moment of you guys disrespecting me, and now you guys are come back to be like, congrats, and trying to talk to me. And it's like, I just find it really, really funny when that happens. And that'll happen to you as well when you pursue your goals and your desires and whatever you love doing. No matter how cringe it might seem, if it's just a YouTube video that you're posting online and somebody found it. Before, I remember people in school used to play it on the smart board, my YouTube channel, a couple times. And it was this one guy who was a bully to me, and I hated it, but he put it on my YouTube channel, which was really cringy, the fact that he put it on the board of me playing games and screaming and stuff. And I thought it was so disrespectful, and it was so upsetting because everyone then seen it. I thought, oh, this is the worst. And that same guy in school grabbed a juice box and poured it on my head, and it kind of made me snap. Instantly, I was just super pissed off. I grabbed him and I swore and cursed at him, but my head was in the wrong place, and I wanted to do something bad to him, but I didn't do that because I kept myself collected, and I realized, you know what, I am not going to do that, and I'm going to be the bigger person and step away from this. But I'm never letting this guy disrespect me again. And this guy never ever did disrespect me again, because when he ever tried to do it, if he shoved me or anything, I shoved him harder. If he hit me, I punched him, because I did not care. It did not matter to me. I wanted to keep myself collected, because if you're getting pushed around, do something about it. For me, I've trained in martial arts for a long time, so that's another thing. I learned how to fight. If you want to learn how to protect yourself, I would suggest maybe starting martial arts. Do some jiu-jitsu. Try to do some sort of MMA fighting. Like, learn it. And you could start off with something small, because it is intimidating at first, but if you know how to protect yourself, I think it's super important too. And I think that might also boost your confidence in who you are, and you'll start to see that you are a lot better than you think, and know that no disability is really a disability. You can make it something so important. An example is somebody like Stephen Hawking. Someone who can't move had such a powerful mind because of that. And he would have never had such a powerful mind if he wasn't able to move in the first place, if he wasn't disabled. And so it enabled him in different ways. You just got to figure out your way to be, I guess, enabled, if that makes sense. But yeah, I don't know. We're starting a new place. I don't care where the house is. I don't give a shit anymore. It's 12:23 a.m. I'm going to sleep. But yeah, I think we're gonna figure out how to make a house here or something, because this place looks so sick. And also we're gonna go on that thing. I don't know what that is. Probably got bad guys, but I don't care. I'm gonna maybe make that my house. Look how nice it is. That is cool. That is the coolest house, not gonna lie. But don't let bullies take from you. It's only temporary, and there is a lot, I guess I could say on it, on what to do. And maybe my advice won't work in different ways, but me, at least, I try to just building yourself up to be that person is so crucial. It's gonna take time. It's so hard, I know, but know that people aren't all that bad. There's a lot of good people in this world. You just gotta find those people too. And if you're struggling in any way, talk to somebody about it that you trust, and maybe see if they can provide some good details. And if you come across this video for those details, then I hope that some of my words might have helped you. Just protect who you are. There's no way that I would let anyone take the value of myself, and maybe attach it to somebody. Think of yourself as that person that you would protect. Maybe it's your mom, maybe it's your dad, could be your girlfriend, could be a friend that you're trying to protect. You are the same person. You are that friend that you need to protect. So if you would do it for a friend, then do it for yourself, because you need to protect yourself so that you can protect others in your life. And if you can't protect yourself, you can't protect those others. And I know that I would do anything for my family. I would take a bullet for them. I would do anything like that. So I know that I should do that for myself as well. And so if somebody disrespects you, stand up for yourself. It's time to grow a backbone, and it's time to not let people walk over you. That's all I gotta say for today. I hope this had a little bit of help, maybe to you, maybe a little just ease your mind a bit. But you're doing great. So if you're watching this, you all are amazing people. You all are gonna become better. That skeleton's the bully. But you see this? I'm on a tree. I'm better than him. That's exactly where you guys are all. Better than you think. Don't put anybody on a pedestal. Thanks for watching. Hopefully we get a house by next episode of the new house. Alright. Peace.